Is it love at first sight? Today's video is all about first impression. Welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shauna, and if you're new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4. We have officially started our 8th year of homeschooling, and today I am coming here to share with you our very first impressions for the 2024-2025 school year, for which we have a 7th grader and a 3rd grader. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Today's video is in partnership with Magic Mind. Magic Mind has created the world's first mental performance shot. In this tiny little 2-ounce bottle, you get a full serving of vitamin C, a full serving of vitamin D, but even better than that, they promise to help you get a very calm focus. So in addition to your normal morning routine, which can include coffee, which mine does, absolutely, because this is not pumping you full of caffeine and making you jittery or damaging your quality of sleep throughout the day. So I have decided to include Magic Mind today in my video of first impressions for the new year because today is the very first day that I chose to try Magic Mind. So I will have a code for you right up here in the corner and down below in the description box. But as of right now, I can just fill you in. Why did I choose to use this today? Well, that is because if you've been following along, my home has been kind of crazy over the summer. Repair work has finally started, and I decided that it was a really great week to go ahead and start our brand new school year. So we have loud noises, we have a lot going on, I'm very distracted, and this honestly comes at an absolutely perfect time for me to give you real live results. So today I actually took my very first dose of Magic Mind, which they promise not to be a quick fix, but like a long-term solution. So today was day 1. I took it about 8:55, and by about 9:05, I honestly felt like I did have a little bit more clarity, a little bit more focus, and I did get a ton of things done today. So a day that I thought, it's Friday at the end of our first homeschool week, I expect it to be running behind, trying to catch up on all the things. Again, we had carpeting guys in today, as well as sheetrock guys texturizing the kitchen right beside me and the carpet guy right above me. So I fully expected to be completely distracted and not get a lot accomplished, and my to-do list is a mile long. I had blog postings to get up, had to make sure my stories go up for this weekend to let you know what's coming up for next week and that those videos are fully ready, as well as getting another round of orders shipped out the door, and parenting and momming, and just continuing to do life things like get caught up on the bills that need to go out, paying some of my vendors through my business. So it was really, really important that I got my to-do list done and tackled today. And not only did I do that very calmly, pretty methodically, I was even able to sit down and spend a little bit of time chilling with the kids, catching up on some Olympics coverage because 'tis the season for Summer Olympics. So guys, I just want to come here and let you know that day 1 feels pretty good. I'm going to be updating you at about day 7 and again at about day 14, 15. So be sure to stay tuned for those updates, and I will let you know how Magic Mind is working for me. Cute packaging, adorable, of course. It's got 12 magical ingredients, it says, which by the way are sourced from the highest quality of the ingredients that they possibly can. This is all verified by doctors, and I'm excited to let you know how it goes. It does retail, I think the 15-pack shot with my coupon code, you can save, I want to say it's 20%, which is kind of a huge savings. It's also eligible for FSA and HSA accounts. So keep it in mind and I will let you know. Okay, so first impressions, pretty good, but I'll be back to give you real live updates. As always, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my video partners, because as you guys know, by these vendors and products and companies choosing to partner with me on these videos, and I choosing products and companies and partnerships that align with our values and interests here, it allows me to continue producing high quality content that, as always, is completely free to you. So please go show those vendors some love. Thank you, Magic Mind, for sponsoring today's video. Let's move on to our first impressions. Now, I think it was in my first day video where I let you guys know some of the things that we have done up to now to get ready for the school year. And one of the things that I completely forgot to mention, but I think is really important because this is like maybe one of our biggest takeaways from our first day, our first week of school, and that is that we incorporated a few videos teaching our kids how to do doodle notes, so like sketch notes. So basically, I watched quite a few videos on YouTube about how to incorporate, drawing, color, a little bit of words into our note-taking so that we can then reference those later. But they're pretty and they're fun. It's kind of like the graphic novel approach to note-taking. And it has come in clutch this week because the kids have really, really expanded what they're able to do and what they're able to retain. It's really honestly probably our first serious year of note-taking, to be completely honest, and it has made a huge difference, okay? An absolutely huge difference. So first impressions of our day, I'm just gonna run down them in the order that we did them just to let you know how we're feeling about it. And then one thing to note, I think the video right before this one is going to be my Math UC Algebra, my first look at that, because that's kind of a really meaty thing. So I'll give you the long and the short of it right now, but I'm gonna give you kind of a little bit more in depth on the Math UC Algebra 1. So if you're looking for that has gone up either right before or right after this video, just so you know. Okay, so first impressions of HiGasfy Impressionist. HiGasfy, HiGasfy. As always, everything is linked right down below because I have a favorites page that I've built out over on my website. And it is basically, I have made cute little buttons for every single thing that we are using, and the link will take you directly to everything that we are using. It will also let you know if there's any kind of savings to be had by using my codes, things like that. So I do have a page on my website dedicated to my favorite things, okay? Including everything that we are using for this school year. HiGasfy. So HiGasfy Impressionist is really fun. So the first episode talks about the Louvre, and it kind of explains how the Louvre got its start because we're moving into Impressionist era, which is a little less perfectly correct, which is my favorite kind of art, but it is moving into things that, less classically fantastic art and more you were starting to get a little more of that interpretation and use of color and movement and things like that, which is my absolute favorite part. But it gave us something that resonates really well with my children because we have been to the Louvre, and so they have seen, as described in the video, where there are, scenes and artwork and pieces that are layered left to right and top to bottom and just jam-packed on the walls. And they can understand how this large palace became the background for that. So I liked that very much. I just liked that resonated. And I always love HiGasfy. And the way that we use it is that we will watch a video and then they will do an activity based on the kind of premise of that video. So if it's talking about a specific technique or something like that, we'll usually dive a bit deeper into that. With this being our first week of school and having workers in the house, we watched the video. We did a good job us. Okay, so Dinos 101. I had no idea what to expect from Dinos 101, but I can tell you, and I will be back to share an in-depth review on all of these things. Everything that I'm mentioning will more than likely get its own video in time. So Dinos 101 is a university level course, and it is amazing. If you have a dino lover, even if it's not a deep love of dino, you've got to check this out because I am so impressed. One of the things I am so impressed with, it's like a video. So you're watching the video, they ask you a question, it pauses, and the module to answer the multiple choice question is directly in line in the video, which I was just so impressed about. Okay, so we followed that up with middle school chemistry. I honestly was a little concerned about teaching middle school chemistry. I was I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know how both kids are gonna do. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't used it, so I don't have a grasp on how it's gonna go. Love it. I love it. We did 2 science lessons this week. Easy peasy, mac and cheesy. We were able to observe the experiments through the video lessons on the site. And that allowed us to kind of pump right through our schoolwork. And then we replicated the experiments later in the day with Dad. So love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And the kids are doing really well. Everybody's retaining everything really well. And I love it. So that's what you need to know. First impression, middle school chemistry. Good. It is good. Texas history. So Texas history is a little bit of a mixed bag because I'm using Free Fund Texas History, but I also pulled out my Studies Weekly that I had purchased before, which I would not purchase again, but I already own them. So I would not invest that money and I would not give it to specifically to Studies Weekly again, but I already have them. Decent products, so I pull them out. And I realized that it doesn't start with the native peoples of Texas. And so I did kind of immediate left turn and I was like, you know what, we pulled up some YouTube videos. We did our doodle notes to understand the tribes that were in the different areas of Texas and my kids mapped it out and it was great. And so first impressions, Texas history, yes, like it. However, it's more of what I chose to do and not necessarily anything that was like a laid out curriculum in that respect, because I want to start with the first peoples of Texas. So that, Tech Essentials. Tech Essentials is CompuScholar's Tech Essentials. It's basically learning computer things, file storage, all of those things. And it would have been in our kit last year because it was just added to the Timberdoodle kits. And so we just missed it by a year. So the opportunity to review this product is really handy for me because it's something my kids need. And the good thing is that while I've got my big kid actually doing the course, we're all doing it together. And so even my little one is understanding, she's doing her little sketch notes to explain out where the things go on the, file storage. So that was really nice. And I also really liked that they did like file storage and how it's applicable to Windows and to Mac products and to Chromebooks. So I thought that was really cool that they're covering all of them because, kids have different devices and those different devices have different operating systems. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, Intro to Filmmaking. 1, it's very fun. 2, I don't know. There's a portion of it that's like a classroom discussion. I don't know if she's going to keep doing that bit. I don't think she particularly enjoyed it. And I'm okay with that because I think if we're watching the videos together, the movies together as a family, I think it'll be okay. But I was not prepared to not forced, 100% not forced, but to get the opportunity to justify more viewings of just Raiders of the Lost Ark, Wizard of Oz, Princess Bride, E.T. Oh no, I have to watch fun stuff. Oh no. But I'm excited about it. And also, they get to submit a video at the end of the course for review. And I didn't know this, but they give you a script. So it's your take on what they're providing you. And I'm really excited about that because I don't know if you guys know this, but we've got a few video making things in the house. So we got some equipment. We got a little bit of skills and I'm excited. Okay. So Intro to Filmmaking. First impression, so excited. Of course I'm excited. Maryland tackling division. So the math you see Delta is, we got off to a little bit of a rough start. We had a rough start with math our first day. We really did all around. But I think we're going to be okay. I do think we're going to be okay because it does a pretty good job of a little bit of a review, kind of ramping back into that. So I think we're going to be okay. Okay, so I'm going to do Algebra, just again quickly because it's getting its own video. So Algebra 1, it is set up similarly to the Bridge program where it's video and you work it in line. First impression, very, very first impression, I was sweating. I was like, oh, I don't know if this is for us. By the end of the week, feeling much better. So end of week 1, we're going to give it a little more time. Okay. It's night and day compared to the beginning of the week. So I think that's good. First impressions are, I got a little scared. I was sweating a little bit, but we're getting there. So again, a more in-depth video on that coming up. Okay. Michael Clay Thompson, level 4 for my big kid. I just love it. I love his programs. I love him so much. It is such an appreciation of the art of language, and that resonates with me so hard. This one specifically is the classic literature level, and so there's a lot of explaining why we're reading good books, and I love it so much. And I like his approach to writing, which is more in line with my own, which is I'm not just write all the time, write all the words, do the things. So it's good. It's a good fit. My little one, Michael Clay Thompson, level 1. I'm so glad we bought physical books for the child. It's completely different than using it the first time, and she's like knocking it out because Poodle set her up for success, okay? If you're unsure, if you have somebody who's in the beginning stages of this, even if you have to delay the Michael Clay Thompson official program for 1 year or half a year, whatever, or do Poodle over summer, Poodle helps so much. That foundation, gold. So, love Michael Clay Thompson. Let's see what else we're doing. World History Detective. She was expecting it to be something different than it is. So I don't think that it is as entertaining as she expected it to be, but I very much like that it has them read information. They make like a mind map or a web to explain it. It asks them a question, they answer the question, and then it asks them which sentence they found the answer to. So I like the skills that is enforcing there. Love it. I do. So that, let me think, is there anything else that she is doing? Oh, her thinking. Basics of critical thinking, I think it is. It's great. You guys know, I love their books. I absolutely love their books. So Well-Trained Mind, love them. It's a great book series. Yes. Okay. So my little one, thinking, I had originally gotten out the Logic of Grady Kidd's book. She doesn't like it very much. So we swapped over to Logic Countdown, which is, these are just books that I overbought 1 year, and we're just going to keep using them, y'all. We're going to keep using them. So she likes that very much. And then she is doing her handwriting, her Zaner Bloser handwriting. She loves handwriting. I didn't know till she mentioned it a few weeks ago. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So she loves that. And then Skill Sharpeners Geography. You guys know, I am a sucker for Skill Sharpeners Geography. So we are currently at the place at the end of week 1 where it is very apparent that little sister has a larger number of things to do, but big sister has a larger volume of things to do because they just are bigger, they're meatier, they're heavier. It takes a little longer. So I feel like at the end of week 1, even with all of our personal baggage tacked on, my need to genuinely, really, and truly focus on my mental focus. Again, Magic Mind could not have come at a better time. Thank you, guys. I'm going to let you know how it goes. True, honest, real, genuine opinions here, but I'm going to let you know how abusive that goes. At the end of this week, even just personal life at the end of this week, is feeling better than at the beginning of the week. So I think 2024, 2025 homeschool year is off to an amazing start. Guys, I hope that you found any of this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. You can find me down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. I really am curious to know, because I've had several people reach out to me since I mentioned some of these things. For example, Dinos 101. And let me know that they are either started using them or they're looking into them and they want to use them. So please, if you are using any of the things that I just mentioned, I want to know your feelings either about you're going to start it or how it's going for you. But then also let me know, what are you using? What is like your standout from the year? And what's one thing where you're like, maybe it's like my Matthew C. Algebra one where you are sweating. So let me know. Very interested to hear how all of that is going for you, okay? Do not forget to check out Magic Mind, okay? I'm going to be letting you know how it goes. So far, day 1, I feel like I'm getting a ton done, including filming this video. So if you are curious, it is like a green juice shot, right? So it's got tons of things in it for energy, for mood, for focus, for clarity, so cognitive things. If you are curious, when I like a green juice, I like the flavor of it. It's like that, but it almost has like a little bit, not pepper, it's not spice, but it's like a little bit of that not static feel. I don't know how to describe it. And then there's a little bit sweet. So it was unexpected. The smell smells like green juice, but the flavor is like a little different. It was good. I liked it. I liked it very much. Definitely want to have it chilled. I don't know that I'd want it not chilled. And I don't know that I'd want a lot more of it. It's definitely like a shot, not like a sipping thing. Anyways, all right. I'll be sure to let you know how it goes. Bye, guys.